Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Minnesota man has died of his injuries following a motorcycle crash in Sioux Falls.
According to the Highway Patrol, the motorcycle was speeding when it turned off of West 12th Street and onto Interstate 29 on Sunday evening. Investigators say he crashed into two concrete barriers and was thrown from his motorcycle.
The 45-year-old died in a Sioux Falls hospital. Authorities have not released his name.
The man involved with a deadly crash in 2021 is heading to prison.
On Monday, the judge sentenced 27-year-old Tayton Stebbins to 25 years behind bars. Stebbins admitted to driving drunk and driving around 100 miles per hour on Arrowhead Parkway 4 years ago.
He crashed into a car and killed two high school students. The judge listened to impact statements from the victims' families.
The Sioux Falls School Board election is today. This election will fill two seats as school board members Carly Ryder and Nan Kelly's terms expire in July. The four candidates include Elizabeth Duffy, Nan Kelly, Tricia Ringgold, and Thomas Werner.
The election polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. today. If you live within the Sioux Falls School District boundaries, you can vote at any of the 13 vote centers across Sioux Falls. Now let's get a check on our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Supposed to be a warm day out there, Scott.
Mostly sunny skies for today. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s, though a little cooler in the western South Dakota as compared to what we had yesterday. We'll have numbers near 80, Rapid City, 91 in Sioux Falls, 90 in Mitchell, Chamberlain, and Winter, 92 in Aberdeen, and 87 today in Watertown. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The Movers for Moms clothing drive in Sioux Falls was a huge success.
Two men and a truck dropped off dozens of boxes filled with business clothing at MB. The clothing will be used by people in the women's programs.
MB's Dress for Success works with women entering and re-entering the workforce. So we want to get those women ready with those perfect outfits to go in, nail that interview, and then start their new job.
Last year, the clothing drive collected around 174,000 items. This year, they collected nearly 200,000.
Clothing that couldn't be used at MB was donated to Call to Freedom and St. Francis House.
The 5th annual Flying for Life blood drive is taking place this week at locations throughout Sioux Falls. The friendly competition between Avera Care Flight and Sanford AirMed kicked off Monday at Kello TV.
Flying for Life got its start during COVID as a way to collect blood in advance of the summer months. And this year, organizers hope to set a new record.
As through the last 5 years, we've really grown this event to the point where it's really giving the heroes behind the badges a run for their money in 1 week. And it's a great way for people to come out and give. So if we're going to break a record, it's got to be $8.50 or better.
The Flying for Life blood drive continues this morning at Great Life at Avera McKinnon Fitness Center in Sioux Falls. It's the first of 3 events on today's schedule.
We provided a link with a complete calendar of events under this story on KELLOLAND.com.
Rapid City has Art Alley, and now Sioux Falls has something very similar called Art Walls.
The city announced Art Walls as a partnership between the Washington Pavilion and the 300 building. It was inspired by 19-year-old Jaden Bruns, who you may recall got into legal trouble last year for painting graffiti on city property.
I met Jaden, it was about probably a year ago, a little over a year ago. And Jaden's a really incredible and talented artist, and I got to know him, and he was like, hey, we need to have a kind of a public art wall space in the community where we can allow artists like me who prefer bigger mural, graffiti, tagging like canvases to do our art without getting in trouble.
Artists interested in painting on the art walls can complete an application by going to the Washington Pavilion's website.
It does have to be approved by a committee. We provided a link on KELLOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Scott?
All right, good morning, everybody. We are looking at a dry day today, but things change tonight. Western South Dakota, we will watch for showers and thunderstorms as a front moves through. An area of low pressure help lift the air in the atmosphere to bring in the shower and thunderstorm chances across the west. As the front moves across central South Dakota for tomorrow afternoon, notice the developing showers and thunderstorms here anytime after 2 o'clock. Eastern South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa will stay dry until tomorrow night. Notice how the rain tries to become more widespread, and then we'll go with periods of rain for Thursday, and the rain expected to linger into northeastern South Dakota on Friday. We'll see how far south the rain goes on Friday, as it may clip parts of southeastern South Dakota. Marginal risk for severe weather tonight across western South Dakota. And then we have a slight risk here, parts of central and eastern KELOLAND, with hail and wind being the main threat. You can see our strong southerly winds do continue for today and even tomorrow. Some of these wind gusts of 30, 35 miles per hour. Look what happens on Thursday. We change that wind direction to the west and northwest. Gusts over 50, approaching 60 in south central South Dakota. We'll continue with strong north to northwest winds on Friday to help bring in the cooler air. Forecast in the meantime today will be hot, highs in the 80s and 90s in central and eastern South Dakota. Expect numbers near 80 in western KELOLAND. With developing rain tonight across the west, dry skies in central and eastern South Dakota. Tomorrow we'll watch for developing showers and thunderstorms anytime after 2 o'clock in central South Dakota. You can check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great day.